Hi, I'm Jim with Sub Rosa Firearms Training. Trying to get my brother ready for the California concealed carry license shooting test, and so I wanted to go over some of the fundamentals of pistol shooting. Basically, you've got your stance, your grip, your aiming, which is sight alignment and sight picture, your trigger press, your follow through, and then in there you also have breathing control and hold control. But the two most fundamental things, the two most important fundamentals, are actually your sight alignment and your sight picture and your trigger press. If you have those two things nailed, as well as a good solid grip and a decent stance, there's no reason you can't pass the test. We're going to go ahead and shoot a target at 10 yards, and we're going to put those fundamentals to work. Whenever you go out to the range, it's always very important to make sure that you follow some of the fundamental safety rules. That first one being, make sure your muzzle is always pointed in a safe direction. Make sure your pistol is unloaded until you're ready to use it, and keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. For the California concealed carry test, we're going to put 10 rounds in a standard target. All of them can be within the black area, but Caroline here is going to try really hard to get a 90% or better, which means the interior 2 rings or the 3rd ring out. So whenever she's ready, she's going to use the fundamentals, those basic fundamentals, to score high on this test. Go for it, Caroline. That sounded pretty good. How do you think you did? Let's go have a look.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So those were pretty good shots. That was good enough to pass the test. Some of those are trending left a little bit. And so what that tells me is that's a grip issue. Her left hand was probably not holding the gun as firmly as it needed to. And so she was essentially shooting mostly with her right hand and pushing everything off to the left a little bit. Other than that, though, that was a great effort. And once again, you can tell by using all the fundamentals, you can nail that test. Nice job, Caroline. Red dot sights are becoming increasingly popular these days, and a lot of people are using them for self-defense purposes. One of the main differences between red dot sights and iron sights is what you focus on. With your traditional iron sight, you keep your focus on the front sight. Your target and your rear sights will become slightly blurry, but you keep focused on the front sight and watch them move. With a red dot, you focus on the target, and then you bring the red dot up and superimposed over your target before you begin firing. So let's give it a try. These micro compact pistols are very snappy and they're harder to control. It makes it even more important to use those fundamentals of grip, sight picture, sight alignment, and stance and follow through when you're shooting a small pistol. So let's see how I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got all of the 10. Got it in a 90% ring. The very nice thing about a red dot is as soon as that red dot touches that target, you can pull the trigger. So you can actually shoot much faster with it, and in this case, a little more accurately than I would normally do. So for the California concealed carry test, you have to shoot targets at 5, 7, and 10. For our demonstration today, we went straight to 10 yards because the idea is if you can use those fundamentals to get those shots on target at 10 yards, 5 and 7 will be really easy. So practice at the best distance where you're going to use those fundamentals, but where you're actually going to be successful and not reinforce bad habits.